Yay!
Have you ever seen a glowing man-made?
Are we? Is everyone recording on?
I am, yeah.
I'm recording on Audacity, yeah.
Not yet.
We do it. Oh,
We've got to
God,
clap.
fucking hell.
Oh, he wants to do the clap.
Audacity was recording, so I
I've
started as
missed the clap so much. Said no one ever.
well. I missed the clap.
I don't have the herpes anymore.
Yeah. It's catchy.
My mate had hurt.
Oh, yes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Friend of yours, not you.
Good. A friend. Yeah.
Terrible disease. Sorry, carry on.
No, that was it.
We're doing the clap.
Just the humble brag.
I don't know what to say about that.
Lewis, let us know.
Want me to count us in?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
3, 2, 1.
Hang on. Who coughed in the middle of that countdown?
That's what.
That threw my timing right off. Wait. Just do another one, Lewis.
If that's your
Yeah, okay.
musicality, then Christ, no wonder you never made it. That's what put you off. Fuck me, man.
Sorry.
Somebody
You've
coughed
thrown
in.
me off my
Somebody
rhythm.
cough in the audience. Then was you?
Yeah.
You get out.
Throw him out. Throw him out.
Get him out.
Silence.
All of you, go home. You don't deserve to see this. Go again.
3, 2, 1.
Pow.
Oh, Eamon's here, and for some reason it's come up as the Xbox showcase, so I need to log into Twitch now.
Damn.
But the stream's working, so who cares?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Stream channel.
Bam, 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 bam,
Space
bam,
on
bam.
What have I done? What have I done?
Oh, just change you.
What have I done? What have I done? There we go.
What have you done?
Yeah.
The CrossCast. Episode 2.
Ugh.
Where did I go?
La 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 la.
That's weird, isn't it?
Hmm.
Who's playing that? That's weird, isn't it?
What?
I'm getting like feedback. So one of you must be feedback.
Can't hear it.
Feedback. How would you know which one of us is feedbacking?
Oh, it's because it's on my thingy. I haven't muted the site. That was my fault.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Eggleston in the chat.
Eggleston.
Ooh.
Eggleston.
Eggleston's in the chat.
Eggleston, you swine!
There's only 6 viewers in here. I can't be here.
This is 12 viewers apparently.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the fuck 12 viewers. Oh
That's
shit, there is.
almost odd
There
when
is.
84 numbers. That's
It
amazing.
is, yeah.
Quick, start the
Yeah, get
Kickstarter.
in
Fuck.
Oh,
Hi,
Mark's here as well. Oi,
Oi, oi, mate.
oi, oi, oi,
Oh, you're
Boys are here.
Hey,
turning
oi.
into a lads podcast.
Hey, hey, right, Mark. How you getting on, boy?
Oi,
There's an
gee.
authentic Norwich accent for you. How you doing? You right, boy? Yeah? Yeah, you good? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Norwich. Nailed it.
There's a lot I can
Better
say.
than mine.
Not hard, mate. You're from Norwich. Way.
Hey.
Shabba. Okay, so should we just have a
He wasn't from Norwich.
should we have a quick look at the book, Andrew? See where we're getting to. Do you want to hold
Yeah,
on?
sure.
Let's have a look. The buy my book
Go for it.
slide. There you go.
Buy my book.
£5,776. 234
Oh, yeah.
backers. 29 days to
Oh,
go.
not
Do you
too
think
bad.
you're going to do it?
Nah, it's not gonna get there. No. Yeah, it's gonna be good. If we can get to 6,000 by the end of this podcast, I'll be happy.
To be fair, you could email everyone and say, "Can you please just double your pledge?"
Just for this.
That'll-
Yeah, you can put it back down later. It's
That'll be
fine.
it.
Mark's just said in the chat, "Nah, I live in Norwich. I'm not from Norwich." Sounds like
Everyone
some.
says that.
Sounds like
Classic.
something. Yeah, sounds like something someone from Norwich would say. That Mark.
Exactly.
That
Type
long
that
hair
really
won't cover
quickly.
that
Must be,
redneck, boy.
Must be his 12 fingers. Joking. I'm joking. Is Luke from Norwich, Mark? I
Yes,
think Luke's from Norwich.
Luke
isn't he?
definitely is. Like,
He looks from Norwich. I think you said he looks from Norwich. It's Luke from Norwich. It looks like he's from Norwich.
Ipswich, Suffolk is so arguably worse.
Okay. All my family are from Ipswich, so let's just
Leave it there.
chill. Just chill on that.
Makes sense now.
Bloody English.
It's all just England to me. Should we get this party started? Or is there anything you want to get out of your system? We talked about Epstein last time before we started the podcast. So, Ben,
God.
anything?
No, I still
feel
need
like
to
I've got
Google who that
something.
is.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, I genuinely, every time you say it, I'm like,
Note for
clearly been
later.
in the news. I have no idea.
It's from Ipswich. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to say something really profound in the chat for us to start this. Come on, give us your best one-liner, and then Lewis will read it out.
Laurie, you've got 140 characters, mate.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Doesn't need that many.
Do your best work.
6 seconds. I'll give you the best 6 seconds of your life.
Get the fuck
Mark,
on
get
with
the
it.
Can't wait. Sucks.
Hello there, and welcome to the CrossCast episode 2. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by 3 absolute guys. The first of them being author, vegan, Twitter poll aficionado by his book. It's Andrew. How are you doing?
I'm good. Please do buy my book. There is a book to buy.
Yes, there is indeed. How apt.
Yes. Literally 3 hours ago, it was up on Kickstarter. So yes, very apt. Yeah, I'm good. I'm still a bit buzzing from it all, but very good.
Quite rightly so. Next up, freshly sluiced and ready for action. Try and catch him if you can. It's the slippery bugger, Ben.
Hello.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just pleased to be in Andrew's presence.
Aren't we all?
What? I mean, I always am, but my God, smashing it, Andrew, smashing
Very
it.
sage-like nod from Andrew there.
Yes, you are, Ben. Yes,
Yeah, he
you are.
didn't deny it, did he?
No.
Last but by no means least, sugar, spice, and everything nice. Those were the ingredients chosen to make the perfect boy. But Professor Utonium added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Chemical Y. Thus Daniel Ward was born. How are you doing? And a little birdie flies past and tells me was it your birthday?
It was
Your
yesterday.
Birthday yesterday.
Yeah. Just in case
Happy
this is
birthday, mate.
dated for anyone. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of July, and mine was yesterday, the 27th. I had a really
You
good
only
day.
turned 40 once.
Oh, boo, 40 boy. God's sake.
Get in there. You got to get in there.
You did get in there. It was good. How are you, mate? You okay? You well?
I'm well. I'm very aware that you have a couple of boxes
Mm.
over your left-hand shoulder there, Dan. You wanna grab them?
Okay. Yeah.
Give them a
Is
little
this
Ooh.
any preference, or is it just...
Oh, just whatever
Excellent,
tickles your fancy.
So I'll
Is
just...
this
do you want-
because the Ghost of Tsushima unboxing went so well last time that we're just going to do another one?
What, that
Anybody
720p overhead, which looked as if I was about to start fucking my own table. There it is, everybody. This is the Ghost of Tsushima.
What have we got?
Need to show the camera.
So, audio listeners, Dan is showing us an Amazon box.
Oh,
Ooh. He's opened it up.
It's wrapped.
Mr. Daniel,
It's wrapped.
please read the labels before opening anything.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
That's exciting. It's like Christmas.
it is. It's like Secret Santa all over again.
Okay, here we go. Happy birthday, Dan. Gift 2 of 4. So do I need to open the 1 of 4 first?
You do need to open 1 of 4
Okay.
first, yes.
He's quick, isn't he?
It's like a jigsaw.
Fuck off.
Now watch your fingers on that tape. I
Yeah.
nearly cut myself on it.
It's
I
quite
did as
sharp
well.
if you get
It's
it
sharp.
No,
yeah.
Come
The
on.
wires through it.
We're all premium Prime buyers here. We know what it's like. We know the graft.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
$7.99 a month. Do it.
Yeah, that's it. Give it to Bezos. Plug him. He needs the business, doesn't he? Oh, Jesus Christ. What have you been buying? Oh, my God.
Talk us through what you can see.
There's several bags in here. All of them different sizes and weights.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The envelope is like your receipt, so leave that for now, Dan.
Andrew's done this before.
I've done this
Andrew-
before.
Laurie in the chat saying, "Watch out, this lot doesn't end up on eBay." Like the last
I
time.
know.
Fair.
Stephen Landry in the chat. He's having palpitations right now, seeing all these.
What about the wish list?
You just give him something, don't we? Okay, so I need to find 1 of 4, presumably.
Yeah, you do.
I don't deal well with getting gifts. Oh, that's gift 4 of 4. So next one,
That's the
I
last
need to speed up here. It's not great for the audio listeners. Sorry, audio
I hope
listeners.
you've got some haggis in there. That's all I can say.
If it's another fucking haggis again, never been more disappointed. Okay, gift 1 of 4. Open this
Outrageous.
one first. Door from your TSI/TCP buddies. So, I like the separation there. Let's have a look. So I'm opening it. Feels sturdy.
Yep.
You need to get yourself up on the big screen there, Dan,
Any-
so we can
any
see
Oh,
everything.
shit.
Yeah,
yeah,
make
good point.
yourself
Yeah.
big.
Make
for it.
myself big for you. Okay.
Not so difficult. It's okay.
I'll back off a bit. You won't be able to hear me as well, but at least you can see it. What's in it?
Perfect.
You're all chuffed about this.
What is it?
Oh, hello!
What is it?
It's a Persona 5 figure!
They've put,
Oh, I'm so close to buying that the weekend. Thank you so much.
Oh.
they've put them in the wrong order, the
Oh.
bastards. But you're welcome.
Is that the Pierce to Resistance? Have I peaked already?
Damn it!
Oh, fuck
That was
off.
supposed to be gift 4 of 4.
You might as well chuck the
Oh.
other 3 out now, Danish. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just chuck them away.
Oh, that's lovely. No, thank you.
cool.
That's amazing.
That is cool.
Oh, you're going to get me quite upset. That was really nice.
Dan, that's also the highest pitch I've ever heard you hit.
Falsetto in school, Ben. Falsetto in school. Didn't drop till late. Gift 2 of 4. Oh. Oh. It's in another bag.
Ooh.
What the hell is that? Oh dear, I can see a flamingo through it. Oh dear. Oh, brilliant. I have got a King Kameha Hawaii shirt with a flamingo on it. That's
Oh.
fantastic.
That is
Fucking brilliant.
subtlety personified.
Yeah, let's just choose the uniform going forward.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Next week's show sorted.
I'll put that on in a minute. That's lovely. Ooh, it's really nice and soft. Ooh, be good on the nips. That.
Always what you look for in a shirt.
This is it.
Nice.
Now. This is a
Minimum
it's
chafage.
Nice. Suits you.
It's your colour.
It's my colour.
Yeah.
There we go. Colours. Right, number 3 or 4. Christ almighty, boys. I'm going to go into overdrive now. You know what I'm like.
Audio listeners, for future reference, twitch.tv/the crossplayers live.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m.
Okay, I thought that was a very suggestive box then. I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, Christ almighty. So dual conductive charging station. So there we go. So that's 2 mini rechargeable battery packs. And that is for what console?
The Xbox should be.
Oh, it's my Xbox. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy. That's amazing.
practical.
It is. Charging 4 to 5 hours and up to 30 hours of playtime. Brilliant. Thank you very much. It's genuinely better than any gifts that I've received, other than a lovely pair of Doc Martens from the missus.
Ooh,
nice. And let's have a little look. Last one, 4 of 4.
Should have been 1 of 4, so it's not going to be as good as the others now, but there you go.
Doesn't matter. Oh shit, what's this? Bath bombs!
Oh, I
He
think we've
loves
peaked
a
at the
bath
right
bomb.
point.
Oh, that's
Amazon know
amazing.
what they're doing.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on. I've got freesia, rose, coconut, vanilla, chamomile, or chamomile, lavender, grapefruit, cold water fragrance, grape, forest incense, orange, and Victoria's Secret.
Okay. Interesting.
That's a bit strange. But other than that, thank you very much, boys. Oh, I'm chuffed with them. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
I hate feigning like happiness over something, but you know how happy that will have made me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exceptionally happy.
Absolutely.
Just for the context.
Well,
I don't
happy birthday.
I can't show any of the other people. Oh, that's my conservatory. But they're up there. You can't see very well. No. Come on. There they are. You can kind of see them in the corner over there. I've got my little Persona figures, so I'm made up. That's genuinely one I saw in Forbidden Planet the weekend. I was like, I need to get it, so I got it.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Chuffed.
Aw.
Aw.
Oh,
That's lovely.
all right.
Thank you so much. Soap's going to be livid.
right.
Oh, another figure.
Another thing.
Yeah, another thing. Another thing.
Just
Cheers, boys.
blame your internet friends.
Yeah, you didn't buy it. It's fine.
I'm putting the shirt on. Carry on, Lewis.
Well, I think, yeah, as Dan goes and gets changed, I think we'll do a little whip round, see what we're all drinking this week. Ben, what have you got?
Indeed. I am drinking. I've got a couple of bottles here from the Oedipus Brewing Company.
Ooh,
Um,
sounds fancy.
great name, Oedipus.
That looks quite
Presumably-
hazy. What's that?
Yeah, the one I'm drinking is quite hazy. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Manin something or other. I don't know if you can see that, but it's they've got very bright, colourful bottles, and that always I'm like a moth to a flame with that
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. I'll look out for a clever design or a nice design on a can.
Yeah, it's nice, pretty refreshing. So
Good. Andrew?
Today I am moving away from the cherry Pepsi Max, and I've got a gin and tonic, a gin and diet tonic in a can. The cheapest I could find from Sainsbury's.
You say,
and how much red wine have you had already today?
yeah, you say you're moving away from the cherry Pepsi or whatever, but you're always on the full bottle of wine, basically just chugging it.
I had a little bit of wine left in a box, and I had that, so that was like a glass. That looks so good, Dan. That looks really good. That's proper summer
You
shirt. That's
You
amazing.
need a giant mallet now. to bonk us on the head.
How dare you
Oh,
call
man,
me a
that's so good.
questionable nonce? Timmy
It
Mallet.
is your birthday.
Timmy Mallet. It is my birthday. Thank you, boys. That's amazing.
What have you got to drink, Dan?
Oh, I'm drinking a Corona.
A Corona.
Yeah, because I needed to ship out my Ghost of Tsushima special edition in a box, so I bought a crate of Corona because it was the only thing that would fit them. So yeah, I feel guilty about it a little bit, but also not really because I've still got the game. So screw you. I need to be drinking out of a
These
coconut.
nerds will buy anything.
Oh,
I'm sure you
brilliant.
can find coconuts. Like not. I know you can find coconuts in the shops, but coconuts specifically for drinking out of. Maybe a little party cocktail umbrella or something like that.
Just
in there.
buy a coconut, mate.
Suppose.
Well,
Good
that-
point.
yeah.
Good point. And I've got First World Problems, Belgian IPA from Stewart Brewing. Well,
Oh, very nice.
Your local brewery.
well, local, yeah, who have recently rebranded. This is the old branded can. I don't know if we're going to update this one. Yeah, I love it.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Right, guys, I think it might be time to jump into the news.
Oh, forgot about that.
Tonight, the headlines: Xbox Showcase, Dreamcast Year 2, another cross-player buys an Xbox, and Laurie breaks Twitter.
He's made the news.
Well done, Laurie.
I
You've
forgot
made
to
the
put
news.
your face in the thing. So. I
Oh, don't
know.
worry
Do
about
it again. Do it again.
Don't worry.
Hold on. Should we do it again?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
Hold on. I'll just put you in it. Oh no, Andrew's in it.
Ah,
Recite the news. Come on. You had it.
the news.
Yeah.
Right, first one's Xbox Showcase.
Dreamcast Year 2.
Oh, he's fucking done it again, hasn't he? Mugged us right off.
Yeah.
Lewis, you back on there, mate. Come on. Do it again. Come on.
Xbox Showcase, Dreamcast Year 2, another cross-player buys an Xbox, and Laurie breaks Twitter. That's it.
That's it. There we go.
So yeah, recently I know that you three actually streamed the Xbox Showcase from the other day. I watched it whilst juggling two children. So managed to pick up.
Literally,
It is.
or-
It is very, of course, literally.
Pass me the axe. Pass me the axe. Come on. I'll do it.
Is there any other way to do it than literally do it? Yeah. So picked up bits and pieces, but generally, what do you guys think of
It was okay.
it generally?
It was all right. Yeah, I think it was okay. I
Did
think
you go in with like what were your expectations going into it actually? Just out of sheer curiosity.
I think because last couple hadn't been the best, this was still an improvement, and I think it still gave me hope for where Microsoft go over the next couple of years. And I think the majority of the games look really interesting. So it's kind of similar to the PlayStation one. They're only going to show you so much, I think.
True, but then I think the other side of it was, I mean, they started with Halo, which unfortunately, I mean, it's the subject of many a meme on Twitter now, including Domino's, which I thought was amazing.
That was harsh. That.
But it was harsh, yeah. But I mean, you could see what they meant. Well, I don't know. I mean, they were jumping on the bandwagon, weren't they? Completely. But I mean, yeah, it wasn't. Halo seems like a natural fit for the first game that you show on that kind of event. But unfortunately, I don't think it lived up to. I don't think it lived up to that. And the rest of it, it was just. I think the three of us were just confused most of the time as to what was going to come to the Xbox One, what a console launch exclusive exactly was, and there was a lot of good-looking games in there, but we couldn't be sure whether we could play it on the Xbox One or not, or if it was an Xbox exclusive. It was confusing. So
From what I've seen, there were little along the bottom of the screen when the title card of the game showed up. It did say Xbox Series X, Xbox One, but it wasn't like, bam, you can keep your Xbox One for the next few years because you can play all these games. I mean, they all are still coming to Game Pass in some aspect. But you noted the memes. I missed the bit where the sort of weird gorilla thing. I think it's a brute. What's it called?
Craig? Is that
Craig.
Craig.
I keep seeing him being called Craig. I don't understand this meme culture. I'm sure they've just called him that. Now he's just called Craig.
Is he called Craig? Right, okay, I need to. I'm doing my research while you guys talking about this. But I think he's a brute, isn't he? I think that's what the enemy is. Craig.
I must have missed that bit of the presentation because I seen it. I was like, "What is this thing?" Like, I had literally no idea where it was coming from.
It was like a 2-minute monologue, wasn't it? He did like a 2-minute monologue, which was like, "What the heck is this?" But yeah, sorry.
Yes, cool.
I ended up going back and have a look, and even then I was like, it's a still from a battle scene? I don't know where it's from.
It is Craig the Brute, by the way, for some reason.
Craig the Brute.
Yeah, he says,
I went to school with you.
24/7. VG 24/7 said the internet loves Craig the Brute. Craig the Brute reared his lovable head during this week's Halo Infinite gameplay reveal, and the internet's fallen head over heels for him. If you haven't seen Craig the Brute yet, I posted a headshot below, and then it's a picture of Craig the Brute. So, yeah, I think as much as people have fallen in love with Craig the Brute, he was being used to point out the frailties in the graphical fidelity of Halo, which, whilst I'm not overly fazed by, like, again, it's not the best looking game in the world. I think Microsoft have tried to confirm that it's a bit of an early build, or they've backtracked somewhat, I think, from the gameplay shown. We still got to see gameplay of that game. We still got to see what the premise is, like the fact that it is going to be this iterative release of a game. It's not going to be, you get Halo Infinite 2. You're basically going to get Halo Infinite. It's going to iterate. You're going to have different versions, different storylines, different things that happen. So obviously the scope of it is slightly different. And if it is more like an MMO, then I suppose it's similar to any of the Final Fantasy games in graphical fidelity, where the online ones were infinitely different compared to the actual mainline series. So I don't know. I think Halo is a bit of a misdirect, where it's possibly the latest version of like the console war, and people are kicking off and going like, "Oh well, look at Craig the Brute. This is absolutely awful." Whereas reality is there were some really good looking games. Avowed looks incredible. Fable, it was only a snip of it, but I'm made up to be getting another one of that series. Forza, I know it's again only a snip, but we know we're going to be getting a game from them. There's some absolutely stunning games in there. So yeah, I'm positive, but I agree with Andrew's point as well. The message wasn't exactly clear as to what you could play on current gen and what you can play on next gen, which I was a bit miffed by.
So I think on that, I think it's safe to assume if it didn't say Xbox One, it's not coming out in the first year. So it's not coming out in 2021, because I think they did say everything we release is going to be cross-generational for the first year or two. So the stuff we're seeing that doesn't have Xbox One underneath it, I think it's safe to assume it's going to be out in probably like 2022.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. I mean, you know, I don't think we can expect them to keep supporting the Xbox One till the end of time.
True.
You know? And
But that
what
does
we're
mean
seeing
that there's
now,
not that many games next year, though, technically, when you look at it, that they've announced.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. But yeah, I don't know. I think look, the start of a console lifespan is you always get the ropiest looking games, and there's not the biggest jump between generations. So I think realistically, I mean, that Spider-Man Miles Morales version, did it look that much better than Spider-Man when we saw that?
I think it's a bit hard to tell, isn't it? Because I think the fact we didn't really see too much gameplay of it, if I remember rightly. I don't think we saw any gameplay of Spider-Man. I don't know, but
Don't think so.
you can't really tell with a FMV. You can't really tell with any tech demos either. You know, if it's saying it's running on the engine and stuff, even then it's still taken with a bit of pinch of salt at this stage.
Yeah.
But I do believe the polish that Sony have got overall in regards to their product, and then in terms of the message, is still better than what Xbox have got. And I do think they've dug themselves into a little bit of a hole of this Xbox exclusive, world exclusive, premiere, all the different things that said at the start of a trailer. It's like, I don't know what they mean, and I'm a 33-year-old now game fan that doesn't quite, you know, if I don't get it, who else is going to go out and buy an Xbox One accidentally and think, oh shit, I'm going to get Fable on this? But I am happy that they're all coming to PC. I think the one thing was made really clear, I'm just very aware the baby's awake, by the way, and I'm on my own in house. I'm going to have to explain to the baby why I'm wearing a flamingo shirt. But yeah, it's exciting. I'm just, again, I wish the messaging was a little bit clearer.
Yeah, I think, again...
Sorry, Lewis, I'm just going to have to interrupt you. You've had some big news in. Can we just go over to the Dreamcast Year's Kickstarter?
Yeah,
is that
please.
possible?
Hold on, here we go.
I think we may be over the halfway mark. Let's have a look.
Shit. We've done
Really?
it. He's done it. He's done it.
Oh!
He's done it.
Wow.
Andrew Dickinson, author.
That's amazing.
Philanthropist. Amazing.
Author.
Halfway.
Congrats,
That's
mate.
really good.
Philanthropist.
That's huge. Yeah,
I like
collects
that.
stamps, doesn't he?
I was going to say something at the end of it, but I forgot what I was going to say.
6,008. That is amazing.
That's
What's
insane.
that? When did you launch?
I don't know, but
What,
I feel
5?
like we're doing comic relief now. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. That's pretty much what we're doing. But that is, so 6,000 is how much the first book needed to raise to do it. So within the space of less than 4 hours, I've raised the entirety of the first book, which is like amazing.
Pow.
So yeah.
So I presume you're less anxious now than what you were 12 hours ago, whatever it was, where you were literally shitting yourself.
Pacing the room. I'm less anxious now. I'm gonna be anxious until it hits 12, but I'm much less anxious now than I was. So yeah, yay!
Just got to write the fucking thing now.
Yeah.
No
like,
pressure.
That's when the anxiety really kicks in.
I know, yeah. That's when the pressure's in there.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my
It's,
god.
it's at this point where we all start playing Fortnite again, and Andrew's like, "Oh, I've got a book to write."
That's exactly what happened, wasn't it? That's part of his method.
It's the process, yeah. Get engrossed in a game that takes up all your time. Don't write the book. Yeah.
Anyway, congrats, Andrew. Lewis, I'm sorry I cut you off, but Eamon in the chat just said you're over the halfway mark. So thank you, Eamon, the bearer of good
Thanks,
news.
Eamon.
It's probably we could probably move on to the in terms of the Dreamcast year 2. The if you want to try and pitch it a bit more to push it up, we can cycle
Sure.
back to the Xbox showcase. It's probably a good idea to continue.
Done with the Xbox
Speaking of
showcase anyway. It's
We're
fine.
done.
Innit? Covered Craig. What more do we need?
I mean, we've probably mentioned some of the games when we talk about our Xboxes in a minute, because there's going to be like tons that we're going to want to talk about. But I don't know. But pitching the book is always. I always find it. I tried to pitch it the other day to somebody, and I always feel like I'm jumbling loads of words. But basically, it's my first book, but bigger and about year 2 instead of year 1. Buy it. It's also, there's a zine, there's a mini disc. Well, there's still a few mini discs left. It's really limited edition. So if you like mini disc, it seems quite a few people do, because they seem to mostly have gone, which is crazy.
I got the mini disc one.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it came with a mini disc, so
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
was about to buy one, and then I realised actually I can just copy one off Dan. That's the beauty of mini.
There we go. Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Amazing.
Well, that's true. There's
Yeah.
a CD version as
Claw
well.
it
So
back.
certain tiers you get a CD instead. But yeah, so it's going to be a much bigger and better book than the first one, and there's loads of cool people involved. We've got Corey Marshall, the voice of Ryo Hazuki from Shenmue. We've got John Linneman from Digital Foundry, Stephen L. Kent, who's an American journalist, Ian Lee from Thumb Bandits and the telly and the radio and all that stuff. He's great.
From the
Yeah, lay
telly.
off the telly.
From the telly.
From the telly. He's a lovely guy. But yeah, there's so many good people. And the Dreamcast Junkyard, who are the biggest Dreamcast site on the web, basically. They are involved as well, which is fantastic. Yeah, so it's
A couple of
it's
pricks
gonna
from the
be great.
cross players as well.
Yeah,
Involved. Yep.
exactly.
Rich, Steve.
Rich, yeah, Steve, straight Steve. So yeah, it's gonna be great. And yeah, if you want to get involved, please do. There's a pledge manager this time as well, because I know that at this period of time that we're at, where people are furloughed or being made redundant, unfortunately, I know a lot of people don't have a lot of money, so you can pledge £1, and then later on in months to come you can go to the pledge manager and back. So all is not lost. If you can't back at the moment, you can back still, just by putting £1 in. So yeah, there you go.
And what's your? You've got a stretch goal, haven't you? What is that?
So the first stretch goal is...
Why are you laughing at that? That's a genuine. I'm trying to. Get your
doing
mind
some
out.
genuine journalism here. Like, you've
Jesus,
got, like...
man.
So yeah,
Tell
the
us
first
about your stretch goal. Come on.
What was that thing Rich put into the chat the other day?
What?
That was a stretch goal.
Oh
Oh.
no, let's not start on that. Moving on.
Just have me
Yeah,
dinner.
first stretch goal is, if we fund by the 9th of August, then I will be throwing in a vinyl sticker, which is I did in the first campaign. But that's just the first stretch goal of many. So we just need to fund by the 9th of August. Yeah.
A vinyl sticker has pride of placement on my fridge, Andrew.
Oh,
Good to know. Lovely. Thank
Mine's
you.
on my cupboards down there. Not euphemism.
Didn't think it was. It's just you who thinks cupboard is a you or something.
The penis. I've got mine on my penis.
Right. So next up is another cross-player buys an Xbox. So everyone who's involved with the Cross-Players podcast, it has become a requirement that you must own an Xbox, and we've managed to convince Straight Steve to buy one.
Yep.
Yes.
Haven't
Should have arrived today, actually. I don't know if he's actually got it or not. He's not said, but it should have arrived today.
You always seemed staunchly against it, and we managed to swing him around. Ben, I think it was you again. You seem to be the one doing all the convincing.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
no, I just said that this is the one I got.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mark has been convincing people left. Like, Mark has been really, like,
Mark's bad.
proselytizing. To
Yeah, yeah.
heck. Yeah. I thought I was bad. Mark's gone mad. He's got, like, a power trip. He's got, like, 2 people to buy an Xbox, and he's, like, going on a rampage going, buy an Xbox! Everybody buy one.
He was, and he just kept on replying to me on Twitter, just like with Xbox memes. And I was like, what are you doing to me? Why are you doing this? My wife will leave me.
Yeah, I didn't want to buy an Xbox, but he forced me to buy his.
It's true.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it's crocked.
I know.
But,
Without a controller, unreal.
so Steve got the SAD, didn't he?
Yeah,
You
he
get
got the
the-
sad edition. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Smart.
Same
What?
as you. He got it second hand as well, which is pretty good deal as well. So
Do you remember when they were
Nice,
going for
nice.
like 150 quid, if that?
99,
Weren't they in
99.
They in
Yeah.
Lidl for like 100 quid or something like that, or
Yeah.
Aldi. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't shop it.
And I'm picking up a blooming Xbox X from South Liverpool, from some fella's house. Breeds cats. I'm like, what am I doing?
Chipped.
Why am I here? What?
Was it chipped at least?
No, it wasn't
Yeah,
chipped.
chipped Xbox.
No, it wasn't chipped.
It's excellent.
It's in really good condition, to be fair. It's a fun
Yeah,
console. I'm enjoying my time with it. I think it's. I agree with Ben's point about the UX UI. I actually think it's improved since I last played one. So I don't know what sort of updates they've done to it in the last year or so, but it seems to have been substantial. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm playing a bit of Forza now and again, playing a bit of what was the thing as well? I downloaded the Master Chief Collection and Sea of Thieves. I think we're jumping into that this weekend.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I
Oh,
might be out on
we
Friday.
Certainly.
Yeah,
For
I
fuck's
know,
sake.
I know.
What are you doing going out?
That's what I said. Not my call, mate. But it was the.
He's buying pirate gear. I mean, you could wear that shirt.
I nearly bought
Yeah,
that. I nearly bought a pirate hat the other day for it because I thought it'd be really
No,
funny if I
you
wear it
should.
on stream. And then I was just like, I'll be that prick that everyone else is like, oh, look at Dan with it, and I'll have to wear it the whole time. And then again, I'm in the conservatory, and Sophie will just be looking through, going, "Hey, you wonder why we don't enjoy our lives anymore when you're buying stuff like that from Amazon?" And I'll be like, "I know, I'm sorry." Wearing my
be
little fat
fair-
man shirt.
You could buy a pirate hat, wear the Dave wig, eye patch. I think you'd look quite
Yeah.
the thing.
Scouse seaman.
Yep. Anyway,
Move on.
and just before we move on to the what we've been playing, Laurie Eggleston has managed to knacker Twitter. Tweeted something about Paper Mario, and it goes and gets 1.5 million views.
Amazing.
Wow.
Should we?
You should have
Crazy.
been tweeting that from the Crossplayers account, Laurie.
Yep.
Selfish.
Very
You've got
selfish.
one job, Laurie.
Dear me.
I know. That flew. That was whole
Brilliant.
lot of fun watching that with me coffee on,
Yeah.
on Sunday. It's fantastic. I'm trying to find it on here.
But the-
So we had Pear replied to him directly. Did you notice that?
No, we didn't.
Just like their mates.
Oh
and
yeah,
then,
yeah. Just mates now.
And then
Right, Laurie.
Alana
Yeah.
Pierce retweeted it.
Yeah.
Said something like,
Making it thirsty.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
How good is the water though? It does look pretty good.
It's really good. I was like, actually looks quite a good game. I was like, Laurie's selling me a game here. Hold on, I think I've got it. I shall put watch. Oh, hold on. Not gonna work.
It's some lovely looking water."
There's some lovely.
It is.
You can
Yeah.
kind of half see it. Oh,
Just imagine water flowing, and then that's it.
Yeah,
It's like real life.
kind of that.
and then some writing above it, and then a picture of a handsome man in a circle. And
Oh,
that's
yes.
that's the tweet. Simple as that.
1.5 million views.
That's mad. How many retweets did it get?
It got. I'll
There
see
you
if I
go.
lift it up. There you go. Underneath it, 8.9 thousand, and it got. Let's just round it up 9, and then 60.5 thousand likes.
But see, there's a guy called the Lonely
Amazing.
Goomba, I think, and I think he retweeted it, and then that got like 60,000. Like his retweet, like blew what Laurie's had out, but it would
Wow.
obviously still get the sort of exposure for it. It was something like
Crazy.
60,000 odd retweets. I can't
Madness.
remember. It was unreal. Well done, Laurie.
Yeah.
Clicks.
Well done, Laurie.
Get that money. Scumdeath's in the chat saying dudes. Hi, Scumdeath.
Dudes.
Yeah, I did just put a message out saying that we are going to be giving away a month of Game Pass as well, courtesy of
Oh,
our
yeah.
very own Sticky Simpson, aren't we?
Mm.
Sticky
How are we
Steve.
going to do that? We haven't discussed it.
Discussed it.
I think we should think of just a random question.
Yeah.
Do you want me to find one?
Dan, can you hum a theme song? First person to guess it right.
Oh, is Dave
For old time's sake. Harry Potter.
Should clarify in the chat. If you know what it is, say, and you win a month.
Yeah, you win a month's Game Pass and you'll bring this song to an end. Is this a video game? Is it? Can I guess?
No, because you can't fucking win it, can you? Someone needs to guess. Quick.
Next person to type anything in the chat wins.
Frantic typing.
Oh.
You fucking mug, Ben. You fell for that. Pete said fish. Pete can't win it.
Pete can't win. You can't win.
Oh, Pete.
Was it? Can I guess what it was though?
Yeah, of course.
Was it Strangers in the Night?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was absolutely fine.
What?
How'd you not get that? Strangers in the night, exchanging glances.
I don't think I've heard that song. Who sings it?
What?
Whatever.
Who sings it?
So
Right. whoever's gonna type in something in the chat. Well done. You're gonna win.
Well,
1
hold on.
month. There we
Drake
go.
sings it.
Amen.
No, Eamon's not winning that. So the name, he's not having that. What's the name of the brute in Halo that took the internet by storm that we literally just been speaking about 50 seconds ago? There we go. That's so difficult. Come on, guys.
Tricky.
SSX.
Oh,
Little clue going into the chat.
It's Craig.
nice clue.
We're not very good at giving stuff away here, are we?
No.
Thank God we're not monitored.
There's a.
It's changing glances. That's Craig.
That's me before I've moisturised.
Before.
Right, let's keep half an eye on that chat. So in terms of Ben. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. As I say your name, your face pops up on screen.
Wow.
Harsh.
I'm sorry. You missed last week. How are you getting on with both your new Xbox and PlayStation 4?
Well, Lewis, thank you for asking.
Quite all right.
Great job last week, by the way. Difficult
Thank you.
first episode out of the way.
Yeah.
Well done. Very much loving both. The poor old Switch.
I've been checking. I've gone on to my profile to see when my friends last logged in, and it got to 14 days, Ben, and now it just says offline.
I think that's the longest I've ever gone not playing my Switch. But yeah, of course you just want to play with your new toys, don't you? So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. Obviously, being housebound now, not having a commute, having to kind of make time to play video games rather than just something that I happen to do while I'm out and about. It's just a different mindset. So I'm kind of setting time aside, going, right, I'm going to play a bit of this now, blah, blah, blah. Spending a lot of time with Spider-Man, the video game.
Thanks for clarification.
Just
Just chilling out with Miles.
Yeah.
All right, Pete.
Absolutely love that game. Like it is just the coolest game. The world, like being able to just swing around New York, is just awesome. The traversal, I think it's got the best traversal of any game I've ever played. Like it's just fun, just going from A to B, and that's pretty special in itself. But then
just on that, just when we're talking about like satisfaction in traversing in a game, I always enjoy like the Arkham games, Batman Arkham games.
Yeah.
Excluding the Batmobile, obviously, because that was a nightmare. Have you played? Out of curiosity, did you play those games?
No.
Well, Arkham Knight is on Game Pass. I'd recommend giving that a chance. Just to, and
It's
then you
on,
can
it's on
maybe
the list.
compare. Compare traversal, please, Ben.
I should do traversal tests. I'm more of a Spider-Man fan than a Batman fan, though. So I don't know. I'm just naturally inclined towards Spider-Man.
Do you have all of your PS4 games to hand? Because we need to see them all. Because you've got a lot of PS4 games now, right?
I think he's got more than me.
Riff for 10 seconds, and I'll get them.
Riff.
Pete has said in
Riff,
chat,
okay, yeah,
You asked me to riff.
Pete has said in chat, I like traversing in Star Fox games.
Oh, fuck off,
That's
Pete.
probably the most Pete thing ever.
He can't help himself. Yeah.
Amos says he fucking hates the Batmobile.
Oh my god.
Right, so this is my physical.
Oh my. Jeez.
Look at the
Ben.
girth.
That's, I think I've got
mad.
15 physicals
Yep.
and a bunch of digital games as well, like Persona 5, Journey, of course, Andrew.
Of course. Yeah.
Forced me to get that.
Forced you, yeah, at gunpoint, yeah.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Dark
But yeah,
Souls? You got that yet?
I've got Bloodborne. Is that
Ooh.
close enough?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
tempted. If you
Nathan
stream
said I needed to
if you stream Bloodborne, I'll be there with you every step of the way because it's a game that I like watching people play it.
Yeah.
But that's a fucking hard game. I traded it in. I did a Lewis. It was.
I mean,
far
both
too,
of you are on par with me now.
Yeah.
All those games you guys have traded in over the last week or so.
I saw mine.
I
on
like
eBay.
the idea of just working through these big games, though, just one at a time. And that's the other thing with Spider-Man. It's the whole the trophy thing. Like just on PlayStation, it's very cool and it's quite motivating to go in see. Okay, well Dan's got 35% of the trophies. I'm at 32, so if I can just get a couple more, and that's I know it's such a ridiculous childish thing, but it does make you go, well, I'm just going to play this and go and get that trophy and play
I've
it.
done the same on Xbox. I think I was looking at you. You were above me, Ben, for a while, in the achievements, and I was like, "What's he been doing?" And I had a look. Have you gone back and uploaded your? Have you played Ori and the Blind Forest on Switch? Because if you have, you can link
Just
your
the demo.
Just the demo. You can link
Yeah.
your achievements on the Switch back to your Microsoft account. So I went and did that to bump my stats up.
You're a small man, Lewis.
I am indeed.
Just to pump them up.
I own that. I am a petty man.
I'm very petty as well because I went in and looked at Andrew's Spider-Man stats, and I was like, he clearly played that for 5 minutes.
Did
I
he?
did. I played it for like an hour and a half.
Well, the most snobby you can get. That game though, Spider-Man, like it's where other games are getting criticism of being gamey. That doubles down on it again, and it is fun as fuck. Like when you're trying to get those pigeons and you're just like flying around. That's so much. Or you're like doing the time trials, or you're just trying to find bags, or you're trying to like find different costumes. That is a really fun game.
The variety of it though, it's like there's so many different games like smushed into one, isn't it? The stealth bits. I hate stealth in games.
Yeah.
Like in like Breath of the Wild, the little sneaking around bits where you have to hide from the banana guys. I can't remember what they're called.
It's been 2 weeks, Ben. It's been 2 weeks.
Clipped.
But
You
Breath
hate
of the Wild's
stealth.
rubbish,
You're going to
mate.
love Batman.
Game of the generation, Spider-Man. No, but the stealth parts where you're playing as MJ, I don't think that's spoilers.
That's
Not Michael
fine.
Jackson. But he had to be very stealthy in his time. Like even the little puzzle bits that would by themselves, if that was in a game, it would be rubbish. But they're quite a nice. They kind of punctuate the action quite nicely as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Genuinely, there's not one part of the game that I am kind of even lukewarm on. Like the story, I've just finished Act 2, and the story's just got proper, involved. Love it. I mean, it's just straight 10 out of 10. I can say that quite easily.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
It's definitely a 10 out of 10. It's an really, really cool game. I think 100%, like everyone will say that reviews games, 10 out of 10 doesn't mean perfect, but because there's certainly things in it I would improve. But in terms of my time with it, yeah, really, really fun game. I really want to go back to that. I've got it digitally, so I need to finish it. But I got to.
Well, I'll send you a picture when I get to more trophies than you, and then that will encourage you to get back to it.
Okay, if that's how you want to play this, that's fine. But yeah, you won't. It'll be okay. It's okay. I've already checked our PlayStation scores, and I'm well ahead of you. I don't think you'll ever get close to me. I think my gamer score is better than yours. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's true.
Don't think you'll ever get close to me. Yeah, and I'm just so excited for you to have these experiences. I think some of them, as long as you break them up in a sensible way, they won't feel same or similar. And I'd also say be careful about the ones or the order you traverse them in. So, like, if you go from Spider-Man to something like, I don't know, Horizon, you might find Horizon quite limiting. But if you were to go from it to, like, God of War, or you were to go from that to, like, Persona, like, just have a palette cleanser in between them.
Yeah.
Because Journey as well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not big on Journey. Never clicked for me. I don't think it'll
Sounds
click
like the
for Ben
sort
either.
of thing we should put to a Twitter poll.
Ooh, Andrew knows about
Comes
them.
to that time around.
Do you like a Twitter poll?
Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Loving it. And look, the Xbox, probably played more PS4 than Xbox over the last week or two. But I think that's the nature of it. Xbox just feels like a lot more just, right, let's just play a game. What shall I pick? Random.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a bit of that. So, for example, Carrion, I fired that up the other day because that's on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Played that for an hour and a half. Brilliant. Really good. And that's the sort of game I would have happily paid for on Switch.
Yep.
It's Devolver Digital. It's like, I know I'm going to enjoy it. I think the concept of it, the reverse horror theme, where you are the big bad, you're just this horrible, like mass of flesh that's just going about eating humans and devouring and increasing your own biomass. I think it's kind of like a Metroidvania, seems to be.
Yeah, it seems like.
You unlock areas and things like that, but and power up. But yeah, love it, and that's just something I happen to dip into. The same with Sea of Thieves the other night. I just thought, just fancy a go with that. Played it, got through the tutorial, and then, straight afterwards I got on to our group and just said, guys, you've all got to play Sea of Thieves. You have to do this together. It will be amazing.
Can we do that on Saturday and not Friday? So I can play.
Yeah, I think we need to
Make it work.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm sure we can.
Yes.
We'll do it.
So just
Fuck no, I'm out on Saturday.
Oh.
We'll
Nightmare.
fix it.
We can do two groups. One, so we'll kind of do Friday and Saturday, and we'll just mix and match whoever's there.
Or I'll just
Whoever can
come a
make it.
night a little bit earlier and come. I'll be hammered, but I'll come and just play with you guys at that point. I think that'd be quite funny.
last time you were hammered on stream, we were doing the Rocket League, and that just ended in
Giggling at Harry Potter.
yeah, exactly.
Mind you, Dan, Sea of Thieves, I think, is on xCloud, so just take it out with you.
Ooh, haven't got an Android phone now, have I? So
Yeah, that's
I
true.
know, yeah.
Buy one.
Yeah, imagine
So
that in the
just-
middle of Liverpool wearing a fucking face mask, hammered. Ooh. Entertaining.
In your Hawaiian shirt.
Mugger's just like, you're just making it in a Hawaiian shirt, fucking hell. An absolute victim if I've ever seen one.
Before we go around and speak about the games we've been playing, there's something I want to touch on, and you mentioned there, Ben, about jumping into Game Pass just to try something. Do you, when you've been playing your Xbox, do you feel that you're kind of spoiled for choice with the Game Pass? And not that it does, but there's a feeling that it cheapens it slightly. Because I've downloaded loads of games, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get into this. And I played Carrion too, but I've been playing it going, I could probably play something else, and I've looked forward to Carrion for ages, like for quite a while. I don't know if it's like because that's there, and again, I don't know if it's because it's something that's new. The Game Pass is a completely new thing for me. Maybe when that initial excitement of I can play anything really that's on there. There's lots and lots to play. Once that dies down, then I'll get more focused in playing games. Because I have been finding myself going back and playing my Switch just to play something I know I'm going to enjoy. So I've been playing a bit of Fire Emblem, starting my second playthrough. And I've been thinking to myself, I am enjoying playing Fire Emblem more than I'm enjoying playing games on Game Pass at the moment. So it's something I kind of want to track for me personally to say, like, okay, is it because it's new? Or is it that you get that kind of Netflix? Or even on normal telly these days, there's just so much So I don't know if it's the same feeling amongst us here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it does. It's such a good value proposition that it almost devalues the games themselves. Because like I got EA access because of Rich, and
Same.
I played the
He's now
little
got Origin.
tutorial of FIFA 20, and that was it. Like normally, if I'd have gone out and bought a FIFA game,
So you played the street
I'd have
part,
gone-
and then that was it.
yeah, exactly, and that was it.
Me too.
I'd have played it, and I would have played it for, even if just for a week, that would have been the game that I'm playing. But yeah, you're in a position where you can just go, no, I'll just try a bit of that now. Yeah, I'll do a bit of that. I do think that there will come a time that one of those games, and I think Sea of Thieves has got this, it will be that one that you go, okay, cool, now this is something worth putting my time into. Like Forza, for example. I think we've all done it with Forza, haven't we? And that's a game.
Yeah, played a good bit of that. You're saying Sea of Thieves is going to be Dreamcast Year 2's Fortnite?
I think it is. When you said it earlier, I was like, yeah, I can see how this is going to go.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's true. I can see that, but I think as well, because it's quite new to you guys. Like you've just got Xboxes. I think for you lot, it's got that whole newness to it, where because it's this new service where there's tons of games, you are spoilt for choice. And I get that it could devalue it a bit, but I also think it's possibly just because there's so much, you don't know where to start. Like you've had the Switch for so long where you've had to pay for every game that you've got, and now you don't have to pay. You kind of like, oh, I can play anything and everything. And eventually, once maybe either like 6 months in, you'll get to a point where you'll just see a game that you like, you'll download it and play it as you would on the Switch. But because it's so new, you are almost like a kid in a candy store, like grabbing every game that you can and going, I'll play a bit of that, I'll play a bit of that. Let's see what this is like. Because you've got no barriers to entry for it now. And after a while, I think that'll just settle down, and you'll pick the games that you like, and you'll kind of stick with those, and every now and again a new one will come on. But yeah, I do get that for some games it probably cheapens it, because there are probably a lot of indie games where you would have to buy it in order to play it, and then you'd get the most out of it. Whereas this, if you try an indie game on, or even a main game, if you try it and then realize it's okay, you'll just toss it to one side. Whereas like you said, Ben, if you'd have bought that for the Switch, you'd give it a good week of play before leaving it to one side. Whereas now you kind of very quickly determine whether or not it's a game worthy of your time and chuck it within like an hour. So yeah,
there are games on Game Pass that I've bought on the Switch and not played yet. Guacamelee 2 being one of them.
Yeah. The other thing is, it's so strange, and I kind of thought this might happen beforehand, but the way I'm viewing the PS4 compared to the Xbox, the PS4 is just right. This is the one game I'm playing. I want to play this from start to finish, or start until I've really had enough of it, because you know these 15 games are all exclusive PS4 games that all in every single top 10, it's just filled with those games, and I know they're going to be amazing experiences. But whereas the Xbox is like just junk food, just right, have a little snack on that and then get back to it. So it's weird that they're equally kind of powerful, wonderful machines, but one has got these games that I'm kind of putting up on this pedestal and thinking, right, I'm going to set some time aside now. I'm going to do a few missions. I'm going to unlock a few trophies. And the other one is just, you know what, I'm going to sit down, have some snacks, and just cruise around Edinburgh for a little while.
Go cruising.
Weird.
I think back in your original question as well, and I agree with everything that Ben and Andrew were saying, but Lewis, in terms of why you're going back to the Switch, it's kind of why we all love the Switch to begin with, because the convenience of being able to take that thing with you to bed is just
I don't play it. I know what you mean, but I only play it, in the sort of living room, even if I'm with my family here, and they're watching some film, I might go, I'll just maybe jump on the Switch or whatever.
Yeah. But you can't do that if they're watching a film, kind of. That's the thing, is the
right.
convenience of being able to pick that thing up and be able to play it. I think it's just something you don't really get with a home console. So where I'm struggling at the moment, I'm literally looking at Persona 5 Royal, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Final Fantasy 12, all of them steelbooks, all
quick
of them
games.
Yes, run nice, easy, quick games. Red Dead Redemption 2 is over there. Yeah, just a huge amount of really, really impressive, amazing, fun games like Ben, you were going through. Massive experiences, but it's bloody hard sometimes just actually plonking yourself down and playing a game. It really is difficult. So again, that's where if you have got the Switch and you are on the sofa, you're like, you know what, I just want to play something whilst watching whatever TV show the missus wants to watch or film the kids want to watch. It does make sense, and I think it's got its place for it, and I think that's why you do pay a premium for it as well. Whereas with the Xbox, Ben, like I said, it's just a fun machine. Really is great, and I think the aesthetics of it make it like that. And the PlayStation is there for the players. That's the message. It's very much there from an experience perspective of you're going to play this game. It's going to be worth the 40 quid. You probably want to pay more for it because of the experience that you're going to have. And there's a reason most of those games are in top 10s. So they've all got the place, very much so. In the home, it's just I struggle. So yeah, persevere. If I could have a console that played on every TV in the house without moving it from one room to another, I think that would be the dream for me.
The Xbox is going to get like that soon. xCloud is going to basically allow that. That's going to be the new Switch. The new Switch come September.
Yep.
Mark my words.
And if you want to buy the Xbox Year 2, then please go over to Kickstarter.com. Do you want to know what it's doing? Should we have a quick update?
Yeah, let's have a look.
Let's
Have a quick look. Buy my book. That's the name of the slide. It's 6,415 quid of the £12,000 goal.
It's got up 400 quid since the last time. That's
It has.
amazing.
I know.
It's really good.
Because of the
Over
podcast.
250 backers. That's
It
really
is 254.
That's the power of this platform. Isn't
Exactly.
It really is. All,
pushed it over the edge.
including our 10 viewers, all 14 of us.
Yeah, remember, viewers, as long as you're not involved with the crossplayers, please say Craig, and you win one month.
Please,
Game
Dave.
Pass.
Nobody's done it yet.
Sticky will be very upset if you don't. And in fact, we've just lost a viewer just in the space.
So we have.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so just to bring it back into games, Ben, have you been playing anything else other than sort of Spider-Man?
No, I guess Forza is the only other one that I've. Forza Horizon 4.
Can sink a lot of time into that one.
Yeah, you can, but the bit I'm kind of struggling with now is it's immense fun. It is fun to play. There's no denying that, and I love it, and all the silly little set pieces and stuff. But what am I striving for? What's my motivation to keep going back to it? What is the point of Forza?
No, mate, it's a game, not an acting career. Jesus, what is my motivation? Come on, tell me what's my muse.
What am I getting other than just having, a bit of a laugh?
Developer's vision.
Yeah, but what is the end goal? What's am I? What's the point?
Did you buy all the DLC that was on sale for like 16 quid the other day?
Hold on, don't listen to him here.
Of course.
Don't listen to him because he's trying to do that thing again where it's like, what's the purpose of this game? Well, the purpose of this game is to buy more. Buy more.
I'm not honestly.
Buy it all.
Ben, the DLC, Fortune Island, that is like it's like Forza condensed into a smaller space, and so you've got all the events and stuff, but it gives there is a purpose to it. I can't what they call it, but the purpose is to become like the top dog on the island, basically. So they give you a reason to keep going. So maybe do that as what you're wanting to, you're looking for a purpose in Forza. Try that, you've got it. And you can go back and forth between the mainland and the island whenever you want, and that seems like a good place to find some kind of reason for it, I guess. Some purpose.
I'll give that a go. And that's not a criticism, by the way. It's just a genuine question. It's a shame Mark's not in the chat anymore because he's put loads of hours into it, and I just want to know why.
I think it'd be better.
Are you? What are you unlocking? What are you? I get that you earn credits and influence and stuff, but why?
I just think
what's the point?
I think if you treat it as a fun kind of polished arcade game, then you're probably going to have more fun with it. Certainly, that's where my very, very limited time, literally spent maybe 2 hours max. I think my only problem with the game is the multiplayer gatekeeping. That you have to go and play certain parts to be able to unlock that. That peeved me off a little because you guys were all chatting away in the chat. I couldn't get a microphone to work, and then I was being told by some, I don't know, digital blooming AI. You need to go and finish this race first. And I was like, oh, I fucking don't want to do it. I just want to go and kick off with my mates and just have a laugh. So I was a bit pissed off. But in terms of the purpose, it's like, I don't know, any racing game that I've ever played, whether it's Gran Turismo or Forza, I think Gran Turismo does it better, in my opinion, of like getting your licenses and being able to do that kind of thing. I enjoyed that. Whereas I think with Forza, it really is about the actual technical capability of that game. It's just it is a tech demo. The whole thing is just insane to look at. I've been playing it on I've got a BenQ 32-inch 4K HDR10 monitor. It's a really good monitor, and I've got good ray tracing games with PC that I've got. This looks better than most of those games, even with the ray tracing on and just the graphics turned up to ultra. This is a stunning game. How they've made that look on a standard Xbox, it's just baffles me. Some parts look dog shit, like the people look awful, but when it comes down to the actual game itself, that's fucking incredible. It's really, really good. So, but yeah, I get your point. I think I'm similar with racing games anyway, where I'm just like, all right, I've done it now for a while. Now what? So I think Sea of Thieves would be the one that grips us. Yeah.
We've got a lot of choice in that regard. They're like, we've mentioned it before, but Microsoft is kind of the platform for online. Like PS4 has online games, but Microsoft has really gone all in with their first-party games, especially. So you've got Forza, you've got Sea of Thieves, you've got State of Decay, which I'm going to have to make everybody play at some point. You've got Halo, you've got all those games.
Is it Overgrown? Was that the one that came out today?
Overgrown,
Grounded. Sorry, Overgrown.
So there's all these games that kind of are meant for multiplayer, and even Forza, although it's ostensibly it's a single player game, but it's not, because the world is open and you see other people driving around it, even if it's not really them. It's meant to be this game that's played with others. So I completely get where you're coming from, Dan. The gatekeeping for online is not great when that's what they kind of sell themselves as. They sell themselves this open world game where you go and play with your mates and have a great time. And to have to play a fair bit of the game, actually, a good few hours in order to even get that far. It's not fantastic, but that's what the Xbox is. It is about those social experiences, I think. And then the PS4, like Ben said, is about the big story experiences more than anything. So
it's a good point, actually. That's just reminded me. I haven't paid for any element of PlayStation Online. So is it PS Plus and PS Now? I haven't even bothered with that because I've got no intention of. He says now, ask me again in a week. But I've got no intention of taking it online at all. Whereas I'm all in on the Xbox and I've subscribed to everything I can get. It's such a massive difference between the two.
It's a good point, actually. PS Plus I've got, and I can't think of any multiplayer games I play online anymore. That's a really good point.
Played a bit of Warzone not long ago, but that's rare.
I think you'll find it's made by Activision.
You're thinking of Sea of Thieves, Andrew.
Oh,
we all
walked into that one.
Gang Beasts.
Low hanging
to
fruit.
pick up that game.
Gang Beasts, yeah.
What platform is that on, Lewis? Is that even a real game? Because you keep talking about it.
Gang Beasts. Gang Beasts.
Gang Beasts. Fucking buy it. It's by Double Fine. It's on the PS4 and Xbox. I had been waiting for it to come to Switch.
Now you don't need to.
Now we don't need to. Exactly. We need to play it. It's not on Game Pass though. It costs $15.99.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
It looks fun. It looks fun.
Ben, someone say Craig.
Brilliant.
Ben, this is a point actually. Talking about online, we still need to play Apex Legends, like the game that you were really excited to come to Switch.
Yes.
Well, I've got a Flamingo shirt on, and
no value.
Yeah, I've got.
It's on EA Access, or no, it's just free, isn't it?
Free.
Just free.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I know. I was going to say I've got endless energy, and Andrew's not got work, so we could always play it for an hour after this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
He says at 1 hour 9 on the podcast, and we've only done one section.
Shit.
But no one spoke about PUBG either. Like we could be playing that. Is that not a cool game?
That's all right.
I don't know. It just doesn't really grip me. I don't think. If I wanted to go and play that type of game, I probably would jump into Apex now or Fortnite again. Like the last time I played Fortnite, I enjoyed it. It was fine. It was okay. But I'm kind of with you lot. I want to have that experience with Sea of Thieves. I want to play Apex. I want to play Warzone again. I'm more interested in those as kind of experiences rather than PUBG. I don't know why. I think the response from who was the dev when they kicked off when Fortnite was released kind of killed them off. You know, when they had a little shitty on and they started going like, well,
it was them.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, we made the that genre, and the other people are coming. It's a fucking genre. That's what happens. Like, if you create a genre, which you didn't, by the way, it came out from a Japanese film that came out years and years and years before that. And then the Hunger Games ripped it. And then you're making games about that. You didn't own it. So, Andrew's just won in the chat. Oddman84. Fucking hell, Andrew, you've won enough today. Now you've won a 3 months of Game Pass.
I'm not all getting that.
Disgusting. Oh, no. Now Lewis won.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apologies. So before we do move on to the next section, Andrew, anything you've been playing recently over the last little while?
Nothing that's not been covered really. I've played some Forza Horizon 4, which is great. I've played a bit of Carrion because and that's good. I'm really enjoying that. I think that's really about it. I haven't played very much more than that, just because I've had lots of work and stuff. But yeah, no, just that really. Nothing exciting.
Well, I think one thing that I've been playing that hasn't been mentioned is Alien Isolation, and that is definitely a lights on, middle of the day, nice and sunny outside game.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing it I played it like 11 o'clock at night with the back door open, and the back door is just like just off the living room. Yeah, it's a bit scary.
It's a bit.
Enjoying it though. Enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some more scary games on the go. Stream them. Stream those scary games.
I'll just
We need to
record.
get Ben to do that.
Just record my screams.
I think
Oh,
Dan,
right.
Dan would be very good at streaming the scary games as well.
Dan would just be good at streaming full stop if he had the fucking energy, Ben. But sadly, alas, here we are.
Sorry, Lewis, you were about to move on.
Yeah.
I was listening to this on. Yeah. It's time for a section called Memory Slot.
Oh.
Time. And I want to quickly touch on our sort of early gaming memories. We are all in our 30s, I assume.
All right, fucking hell.
All approaching that middle age marker. So been gaming for a little while.
Approaching. Jesus Christ. I've blown through that bastard. Andrew's in it. Andrew's balls deep in middle age.
I like how you go to me first. Ben's the oldest here, damn you.
Doesn't look it though. Lewis does.
True, he does
Hey.
Damn kids.
Ever heard of moisturizer? Sorry, that was a joke.
Yeah,
For the audio listeners, Lewis is also the most attractive out of all of us as well. So that's why it's funny.
Yeah, join the Crossplayers Live.
Well, happy fucking birthday, Dan.
Oh wow! Sorry guys.
What did Craig just say?
Craig didn't say anything. Still just was writing Craig in the chat. But carry on.
Yeah, earliest gaming memories. So, I think I'll start this one. I remember receiving an Atari 2600, which is way before my time. I think I got it like in the early kind of 90s, and played. I mean, the games back then on that Atari were impossible. Have you ever played it with a joystick with a red button?
I didn't play the Atari, but I had a Commodore 64, and I remember 2 games on it. So obviously it took tapes, and I had Ghostbusters and something called Bionic Granny, which I'm going to try and find a video for, and it was fucking insane. And you played a granny.
That's a game I want to play.
Yeah, played a granny that was bionic, and she was just running around killing people. It's Commodore 64. Oh shit, it's on it. Oh fuck, it is as well. Oh what? So I'm going to put that on the watch thing. So just whilst Lewis and talking. Carry on, mate.
Yeah. No. So the games I specifically remember playing was Ghostbusters 2, and it was rock hard. And all I remember was the bit in Ghostbusters 2 where
game, or?
they go down. Yes. To clarify, the game is very difficult to go down to collect the slime, and that was a part of the game too. And I'm pretty sure it was really early on, and I cannot remember ever getting past it. It was the kind of thing where there were stuff just sticking out, and you had to like dodge there's only a way to describe this as wee pokey out bits that stuck it for the wall.
Covering yourself in glory, mate, are you?
Plus Kieran. And then the second game was the Roadrunner game, when you had to run, chase you're chased by the Wile E. Coyote, you had to jump over cracks in the road. These games are like you had to time your jumps exact. It was just so difficult in terms of that is probably my earliest game memory, is being really frustrated at the in fact, I probably wasn't even frustrated. That's just what I had and just suffered it. The Atari 2600, Ghostbusters 2, and the Roadrunner game. I can't remember what it was called.
I like it. I think it's a good one. My earliest memory is NES. I was going to say, is it NES? Do you say NES?
NES?
NES? Yeah. So why is it not?
NES.
Why is it not the SNES to some people? Weird, isn't it? Crazy. 2020. So yeah, mine was playing. I was having my adenoids out in local hospital for Zackley, I think it's called. And you having my adenoids out, which is a really common procedure, but you had to go in for 2 or 3 nights because you had to stay over and all that wonderful stuff. And there was
Dad, just for the for those of our listeners who aren't
Get him out! Get him out!
What?
Adenoids. What do you want to describe? What part of your body?
Something in your nose. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay then.
What did you think it was?
I thought I first went to bollocks.
Yes, for that.
Why would you think the adenoids were your bollock? Have you not had your adenoids out?
Your adenoids are in your throat. I think.
Oh, were they? I don't know. I'm sure it's up here.
There's grommets and adenoids. I've had them.
Could have been anything.
Yeah.
Above your tonsils? Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I had my adenoids out, but I went in overnight, and I don't know, fucking hell. Was a child, uneducated. Lewis pissed himself. He thought it was his bollocks, so don't know why you're all laughing. Yeah, went in at the age of 6 to be circumcised. Anyway, so I was in for 3 nights, and there was a NES on the ward, and we were playing Mario Bros. And yeah, that was my first and earliest gaming memory. And then about 3 weeks after, we bought a NES because it was that good, and we got Duck Hunt on it. Very careful.
Oh,
yeah, Duck Hunt, NES, and we also got the Mario Bros. As well. So yeah, happy memories, fond memories.
The double cartridge, because wasn't there a cartridge with both of them on?
No, sadly. No, just got the one with the original black Mario sticker on the front where he's fireballing or hitting a rock or whatever it was. So remember it now. It's good.
I think I've probably spoken about my NES memories before.
Yeah, you have.
Loads of times, so I won't bother with that again. But I can remember, Lewis, you reminded me sort of going to other, like my friends' houses and them having computers, because that was bigger over here than consoles were for a good while. So like my mate had an Amiga and playing like this game called Magic Pockets. I think it was developed by Bitmap Brothers.
Sounds like a snooker game.
Yeah, it wasn't a snooker game. I think it was a platformer, but I just thought it was really cool. And he had, in games like James Pond, and they were shit really. But I just remember thinking the graphics were amazing compared to the NES that I had at home. But yeah, probably even earlier than that, my brother had a VIC-20, a Commodore VIC-20,
right? Okay.
Which preceded the Commodore 64, and yeah, there was this game called Cosmic Crunch, I think it's called.
That's
I can still hear the music, like the startup music from it, and it's probably from like the late 70s, early 80s that it was made, but I can still hear that like, and it was basically, I think it was like a Pac-Man ripoff,
right?
But and then another game called Wacky Waiters, where you just get this waiter across these lifts that are just going up and down, and it's really rudimentary stuff, like you said with Bionic Granny, Dan. It's just very, very basic, but yeah, I think they're probably my earliest memories, and like going to my cousins and them having some sort of, I think Pong maybe might have been my first memory. Like they had, and you played it with a paddle. I can't really. It's all very hazy. We're talking you know, over 30 years ago now. But yeah,
It's amazing you can even remember it.
It's actually.
sorry, who
yeah.
said that? I'm lost.
Who's that?
What?
Who's that?
Hey, what'd you say, boy?
Who's that? Who's that?
Good times.
Andrew,
I mean, we had.
you're going to go. The Dreamcast.
Me?
Dreamcast
No,
year,
I'm
Dreamcast year
not.
2. Buy our book. Buy your
No,
book. It's not my book.
It's not my book.
No, we had a NES. I'd say my memory of certain things is quite hazy, but I remember we had a NES and we had like the Mario games. We had Mega Man, I think, as well, which was great. A Double Dragon was on the NES. Fantastic games. But then we upgraded and got the SNES. And I remember the first game that I picked out for myself. I believe this was what it was the Addams Family game for the SNES, which was like it was like a tie into the movie, I think, and it was about it was just a platformer game, but I think it was pretty shit, but I because I was a child, I kind of enjoyed it still. I wasn't that like deep into like I wasn't like 10 years old and reviewing games and stuff like this is really awful.
I wasn't really deep into it. It sounded like you were, mate.
Just enjoyed jumping up and down in the game. Yeah, it was good. But yeah, my earliest memories of Nintendo consoles, I'm fairly hazy until we get to PlayStation on exactly what I enjoyed and played apart from Mario, because my memory is shockingly awful. Which is great for memory slot, of course.
Yeah, of course it is.
Brilliant. Who thought of this feature?
Ruin the concept.
If we go from when I was like 14, 15, I'm great, but first memories, no, I'm not good at.
I suppose this isn't really a first memory for me, but it's sort of later. My cousin had a Commodore 64, and I remember playing. Is it Ziggy? Eggy? Game where you played as an egg. Anyway, we were playing that, and we also decided. He decided
Eggman 64.
Eggman 64.
That's it.
1.5 million views. We both decided to throw darts at the ceiling. Early memory. They all missed us when they fell. Anyway.
So it's called Dizzy.
Dizzy.
Treasure Island Dizzy. I've got a long play
It's a little
over on
egg.
the watch, so watching it now, it literally is just eggs in the top corners.
Yeah. I remember him like having to take the tape out a few times before the thing would play.
Yeah, it was temperamental, the Commodore. Like, it was really bad, but the I said the quality of it was sound. And I remember the Ghostbusters game was like actually quite fun. And when you think back, like how the guys used to, because it'd just be people like programming this at home, and it said here that so it's programmed by Ian Gray, designed by the Oliver twins, and graphics by Neil Adamson. 3 people have worked on a game, and it then has been published by Codemasters. So
yeah.
it's not like it's no slouch. Like literally 3 people, very talented, and then all of a sudden it's getting published. So, one thing I do like about, and just a bit of aside, like game developers, is how many were developing on these types of consoles and then continue to develop into future consoles as well. Seems to be something that people really stuck to, and then yeah, I like that. And there's the Eggman 64 game.
Very nice. Right, I think we can, if no one has anything else to mention here, I think we can close the show with some crossing streams.
Ooh, Shy Guy 64 just subscribed, and then we go into crossing streams.
Alrighty, crossing streams for this week. We so let's explain first crossing streams.
Please do.
This is basically a little section that we wanted to do that just shines a light on some of our favorite content creators around the interwebs. And today we've got another birthday boy. I feel like a children's TV presenter. And Dan's dressed like one. We've got another birthday boy, and that is friend of the show, Sean Capri. He is our content creator of the week. Let's have a little round of applause for Sean. A round of applause.
Let's come do the clicks, like the
2 clicks. Classy clicks. So yeah, those of you watching on the stream will see Sean doing his thing with Bobby, the Nintendo guru, also another friend of the show, on their various podcasts that they do together. That is currently named A Cup of Joe and Nintendo. They seem to rename it every 3 months or so.
Don't call it a comeback. Don't
Yeah.
call it a comeback.
But he also does other stuff as well. So recently I've been listening to the Xbox Drive, which is a show he does with Ryan Turford, and he records it on his morning commute while he's in the car. So you actually hear him, stopping off, getting a coffee from Starbucks or whatever, while they're chatting about Xbox news, which obviously now I'm invested in. So I've kind of subscribed to that. It's a great show. And another thing that they do, which Ryan does as a little solo thing, they do a kind of Xbox 360 retrospective every week, where Ryan will just do a solo breakdown of one of the top Xbox 360 games, which is pretty cool. But that's a great little show. He's everywhere. He's been doing this for years. I actually listened back today to one of his first episodes, and any podcast creator will hate the thought of people doing that. Imagine if we went back and listened to our first episode. The difference. But he was he was good even then. This is like way back sort of 2015, 2016. And you could tell like the sound quality is obviously nowhere near what it is today, but he just, his personality just comes across. He's just a friendly guy, helpful guy. As soon as, if we said today, oh, Sean, I'd love to come on the show, he would just get us on. So he does this other show called We the Gamercast, which is just superb. He just has another content creator on, much like we're doing now, but to shine a light on them in a kind of free-form discussion, chatting about what they do. And then at the beginning of that, he's just doing a kind of monologue to the listener, and he's pretty open about kind of mental health and what's going on in the world at the moment, as well as what he's been playing, which is quite refreshing. So yeah, he's just a very lovely man. We've had him on Desert Island Cartridges episode 18, I think it was, around about this time last year.
I remember.
So if you go back and have a listen to that, you'll see. And he's just, he's helped us along the way. He's tolerated Bobby for God knows how many years. So for that, he's our content creator of the week. Very much deserved.
Well done.
Yeah.
Happy
We love
birthday,
you, Sean.
Sean. Happy
birthday,
birthday.
mate.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. And go and follow him on Twitter at Sean Capri. That's Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants, which doesn't make any sense to British people.
Doesn't at all. Hold on, I'm pointing. All try and point towards where his image is.
No.
Other way, Ben. Other way, Ben. That's Lewis.
Yeah.
Come on, other way. There you go. That's it. That's it. There we
Yeah.
go. Don't know what Lewis is doing.
Twitch.tv/Sean Capri.
There we go. Perfect.
Lovely
Wonderful.
guy.
Thank you,
And
Sean.
he's big in with Xbox as well. He gets all the merchandise thrown at him. So, send some our way, Sean. Come on.
Come on, brother. Hook Ben up. That's what he needs. Get him a cap. Ben loves a cap. Yeah.
Lovely.
We're all just pointing in random directions now on that video.
Like Zap.
Right. That underrated show. Love Zap. Right, so let's close the show. Our lovely patrons there, Dan.
Ooh, the patron wall. There we go on the patron wall. It's just me on the patron wall. We've got the patrons. So I'm going to go start from the top. I've got Eamon Macaulay, Rebecca Rudranath. I've got Gamer Jason, who's now part of the WhatsApp group, by the way, if anybody
Yes,
wants
indeed.
to upgrade your wonderful dollars to $3. I think we've put people in the Patreon group. Runestorm. We've got Thylassos, Timothy Olf, Mike Theobald. We've got Luke Cooper, Norwich. Richard Elsey.
Does he know he's paying money?
I know. Terrible. Stephen Landry, Amazon. Giovanni Pimentel, Pavanka Carla, Tristan Brooks, Leah Jones, Jamie Pennig, Mark Hammond, Forza expert, Sarah Purbrick, football fan, Adam Phillips. No one. And Jasper Conrad as well. Guys, thank you very, very, very much for being
Yes,
our
thank you.
wonderful patrons.
Thank
Clicks.
Thank you so much.
More clicks.
Very much appreciated. It's a click fest. Righty ho. So, Ben, if people want to find you online, how would they do that?
At Benji Kong
On
on Twitter.
Twitter. Thank you.
Come on, Ben.
Andrew, what about you?
You can also find me on Twitter at oddment84
Last minute.
at Dreamcast.
Let's check. Let's do one last check of the.
Oh, what do we think first? Where do we think?
I think we've. Again, I'm saying we. Sorry, Andrew. You. I think you've gone over 7.
Oh no, 6-6.
Think so?
6-6.
6-6.
6-6-04. 261 backers now, and
Wow.
29 days to go still. So 55% of its goal.
That's amazing.
That stretch
That is-
goal is gaping. It's waiting, isn't it? Amazing.
It's
It
just
is.
sitting there waiting.
It certainly is.
Puckered up.
And Dan, what about you? If people want more delightful chat, where would you go?
At Dan Ward Tweets over on the old Twitter, or stick on here and you might say streaming at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Might try it. It'll work.
Damn. You'll have that shirt on as well.
Yeah, I'll wear the shirt. It's really comfy.
It really does suit you.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Is it,
It does
is,
as
it,
well.
is it a pocket?
I feel like I'm in friendly fires. Yeah, it's got a pocket.
Amazing.
Mm,
There you go. Walk around like that.
very useful.
Somewhere to keep your hand.
That is a mood.
Somebody goes, why has he got his hand in that? And I just stare at them and go,
And if you're so inclined, I am at that Dr. Fat on Dr. Fat, Dr. Fat,
Dr. Fat.
Dr. Fatty,
Dr. Fatty.
big old fatty.
No, Dr. Fat.
You can also find all of your Crossplayers goodness at www.thecrossplayers.com, and you can, go there. You can join our Discord, jump into Discord, join the conversation. You can also just Google the Crossplayers, and you'll find everything that relates to us. Right, guys. I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
It's supposed
Bye.
to be a click day, doesn't it? So let's fucking click.
It's how I wave anyway.
Fuck the wave.
Can't wait.
Amazing.